Welcome back to another late episode of Poderosa, a Survivor podcast where we like to be late because we have things to do in life and we like to prioritize our lives over making this podcast. So, shout out to mental health.
It's not mental health. We were literally at a Survivor convention over the weekend. It isn't like we weren't doing Survivor.
True that. Highly recommend if you watch this and you're wondering where we were at Over the Edge in Orlando, where you run into a bunch of reality TV people. I think there was like over 150.
Yep.
So,
It was a lot of fun. We did watch the episode on Wednesday at its normal time on a big 100-inch TV.
yeah.
We all watched it together, but yeah, we were just too busy until we got back home today to do, or yesterday, I guess, but now to do the podcast.
Tony had to fly. We had to drive.
Yep.
I had to drive. It was
Lots of stuff.
lots of stuff.
But here we are. We're ready to do this thing now.
We are. So, we kick off the episode, and you know how every episode starts. They basically start with like the damage control of the vote out. I felt like. What did y'all think from the last outcome? Like how that would come into now?
I honestly was interested to see how it would play out with Sophie flipping last round
Yeah.
and how the others would react because they just got bamboozled and Juwan got blindsided. Obviously, we saw Sage's reaction was that she was very upset and that Sophie was now her number one enemy. Despite, wanting Savannah out all game, the second Sophie did that to her, it was Sophie's dead to her. So that was interesting. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much we saw Sage pushing for Sophie more than anything. She went back to Rizzo and Savannah, and then we also saw Blue Soph talking to Sage and kind of planting the seeds to eventually turn on Rizzo and Savannah, just not right now.
Yeah. So what do you think about like revenge versus like strategy sometimes in Survivor? It's huge. I mean, it's obvious. Like if you vote separate of somebody and you lie to them, like your your instincts are gonna want that revenge. Do you think it matters long term whether you act on the revenge versus like maybe the strategy side of it?
Oh, it 100% does.
Yeah, and I think it matters too when in the game this happens because they're pretty far in numbers right now. And if this were to happen at, a merge of 13 or 12, I feel like it would put a big target on Sage's back to want revenge that early. But since we're farther in and there's not as many people for her to be upset with, I feel like it's not as bad as it could be.
But I also think she may have made a poor choice in doing so. Because Sophie was kind of basically in a spot where now nobody's feeling great with her. She was kind of just she just voted with the red, but they obviously still didn't feel great with her. Now everyone else hates her. I don't know. This was like a very good chance for her to try and finally get that Savannah vote to happen and break up that trio. But again, maybe with Soph telling her like I'm willing to do this next round, maybe that tells her like I don't know. Also,
Yeah.
we didn't see it in the edit, but like it's very possible Steven told her that he has a block vote and that they can make a move next round. We didn't see it, but like I wouldn't be surprised if he did,
Yeah.
and that's part of why she was fine with doing Sophie or wanted to still do Sophie. So
I think too that we have to remember too, like a couple of tribals ago, she was literally like begging for her Survivor life and for begging for like to not be voted out. And for her to then go and betray, some it's like more of these people, not necessarily the same people, but just go ahead and turn so quickly on that. I think that she wasn't in a good position to be able to do something like that. Like she is still currently should still be fighting for her Survivor life and not making any waves to be able to create someone to vote her out. Like if you're begging for your survivor life and they barely decided to keep you, and then all of a sudden you're, go ahead and flipping votes and doing whatever you want, and you're being very flippant about it and don't really care or think of the outcome, that's not a good recipe for your longevity in the game. It just isn't.
Yeah, but
I also think it's good for her. Like it would have been good for her resume. I feel like it was the right time for her to go for it.
But should she go for it? Is she in the position to go for it? Truly in the social position to go for it.
We're talking about Sophie right now?
Yeah, with an E.
I thought it was the right move. It obviously she goes home next, but like I truly don't think she goes home this episode if Steven doesn't win immunity. It was just the combination of she just flipped, and now Steven, the one person that they probably the four of them are gonna vote together on, gets immunity. Now it's just like it just didn't work out. But like
I also find it very strange that they would want to do Steven over Sophie because Sophie was the immunity winner. Like she's an immunity winner. If you want her to be gone and she's not working with you, you don't want her to win immunity or to risk your ability to win immunity. Whereas Steven, I mean, until now, he wasn't really winning anything or doing anything. He's like,
I mean, he had one win prior.
The difference is, Sophie's in the alliance. Steven wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, it makes a difference. Like, but then once Steven wins, it's like
there's no reason to get rid of Christina.
Right. No, we're not going to vote Christina. She's the obvious worst player in the game. So, like, what else can we do? And Sophie tried to do the same thing. She tried to go for Savannah now that Steven was safe, where she originally wanted to go for Steven too. But, that's part of the game. Like, people win immunities that you don't want to see win. I mean,
well, and let's talk about Steven going to this, because why did nobody want to go? Like, I think I am very shocked. I mean, even if you don't want to volunteer to go, if the person that you want to go out is saying, "Oh, I'll go," you gotta go back in there and be like, you know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and offer myself to. Maybe we can rock paper scissors for it. Like not necessarily target that, but if the person you're wanting to go home has an ability to get into advantage, you can't just let that happen. You gotta insert yourself somehow.
They let the it's gonna be strenuous, like really make them overthink, like, oh, I don't want to do a strenuous comp. Oh, if it's strenuous, maybe Steven, that'll just make him useless in the immunity. And it's like, it's probably not gonna make him that useless in the immunity just because he did a strenuous.
If it's a strenuous challenge, the reward's gonna be sweet, baby. But that's what that's in my head. That's what I'm thinking. Like if Survivor's going to be making me do all of this stuff on day 20, day 21 or whatever it is, the reward has got to be worth it. It has to be, because they're not going to make you do all of that and completely wipe yourself before the immunity challenge before, with the reward not being sweet. They're just not going to do it.
So can we talk about the fact that it actually wasn't though?
No.
Like,
I mean, it's good now.
I mean, yeah, but like, I mean, the fact that was all that it was, I thought that was a little garbage. I mean, Christina hops through the forest and finds an idol in a tree and has to do nothing to get it. And then, and same thing with Soph getting the knowledge is power. But yet, Steven has to run all over a whole island, climb up rocks and up and down, and gets a block of vote. I mean,
I think it's a huge advantage to have it Final 6. I think it's terrible at Final 7, great at Final 6. So it's weird how it worked out. I also feel like a safety without power would have been the perfect advantage to give somebody to do that. It just seems
it's gotta be safety without power, or at least a steal a vote. Like a block of vote is not.
I mean, Rizzo was 1,000% confident he knew what it was, and 1,000% confident on how Steven's gonna play it.
Yeah,
and I mean, at 7, a steal a vote makes sense. I think.
Right. I just feel like that was a lot for a block of vote, which a lot of times doesn't even hold that much power.
It's so crazy how much power like production has in that regard, and nobody's ever going to know. They could say, "Oh, Steven is the one they're selecting for this. Let's just change it from a steal a vote to a block a vote so that the numbers are this."
Oh yeah, they could.
There's tons of the only thing that I would have hope in is that they set the comp up before the person goes, so they have it all ready. You know what I'm saying? The parchment's already there, and so on and so forth before they know who goes out. I would say that's probably more likely of what happens. But I mean, it's just I wonder what would happen if Rizzo or if Savannah or someone else were to get that, and if they were to get the same thing. And like,
Yeah.
I understand that like extra votes, block of votes, and steal votes all have different degrees of, power, and especially depending on the placement in the game.
Mhm.
But I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate that. Like
I do.
having any advantage that late, because you gotta remember we're at what, final six now? We're
Yeah.
at final six now. Like any advantage at final six is
I mean,
huge.
yeah,
It's
but
huge.
like
It doesn't matter if it's. I mean, of course, a block of vote at final 10 is nothing, but
right.
at final six, I mean that's not nothing.
Okay, but going back to what I was saying, like with how Christina and Soph got much better advantages without having to do anything to get them, and without anybody having to know that they got them. Steven has to volunteer where everyone knows he's going for an advantage. He has to do all this shit, and then he gets a block a vote. Like I don't know. I just thought that was garbage.
Do y'all remember if the knowledge is power, does she have to say like advantage or idle, or is it idle or like block a
So
vote? Like, she has to
this
name
is
it like
interesting that you asked this because we just listened to Rap last night, and or was it? No, this was Bryson Wendell's that they
Yeah.
talked about this. They were talking about how it's all you have to do is say, do you have an idol or an advantage?
That's
you
what
don't
I thought
have
it
to
was.
specifically say.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought you had to specifically say until I heard that. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that makes it even better that they don't even have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now like it
But,
makes
I mean, like,
Steven's
and
advantage
like with
much worse
Steven,
too.
like,
Hold on.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
It makes Steven's advantage much worse too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is like, and Steven played it so well without realizing how well he played it, because by not saying what he has, Sophie can't say what she can steal. So I mean, because I think you do have to name the advantage that they have. I don't think you can. Maybe I'm wrong, but if I remember from 43, was that with James Jones? I think 43 had James Jones in it, and he had the knowledge as power. And I think I remember a bit of him having to say exactly what it was, but maybe maybe it's not the
I
same
thought you
way.
just said Rap said you didn't have to.
Bryson Wendell said that you didn't have to.
Yeah,
but I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure that they said all you have to do is ask if you have an idol or ask if you have an advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
So then anything that
So
isn't an idol would fall under that umbrella.
I guess here's my question for Sophie: would you steal an advantage that you don't know what it is?
It depends on what my
Oh, it
intentions
depends.
are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you do it to figure out what it is, and then now you have it, or do you, save it and get an advantage or an idol that you know what it is?
If my plan is to go to the end with Rizzo and Savannah and think I can beat them, then yeah, I'm going to take Stevens.
Yeah.
But if my plan is to turn on them, then I'm taking Rizzo's.
And I think her plan is to turn on them.
Right,
We wouldn't
so then
be
I would
having-
take Rizzo.
We wouldn't be having all of this set up for her not to do it. I mean, unless I'm wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
Survivor has done that where they do a whole
Yeah.
edit of, is this going to happen? Are they going to turn? Are they going to turn? Are they going to flip? Are they going to flip? And then they never do it.
Which does make the next round interesting because it could either be Steven's big move where he uses a block a vote to win a 3-2 vote, or if Sophie flips, then that means nothing for Steven because then it becomes Sophie's move in a 4-2 vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a 4-1, I guess. So that'll be interesting. Regardless, it seems like we should be getting a Savannah or Rizzo vote next round.
Yeah.
Potentially. So that'll be interesting. I'm curious to see whose move it becomes.
I mean, I think it's going to be Rizzo's move in the end because he's going to be playing the idol either for him or Savannah, and I have the feeling that Rizzo's going to know the vote.
But
by the
not,
time
but not if,
comes.
but not if Sophie's flipping. She's gonna
steal the idol.
Yeah.
You don't flip and not take the idol. That would just
Right.
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 And then, but here's my question too. Once she does that, and then Savannah wins immunity,
She plays the idol at 5.
Yeah.
she wouldn't play the idol. Would she have to play the idol right there at Tribal when she takes it?
No, whoever. If Savannah wins immunity next round, they vote Rizzo. If Rizzo wins immunity, they vote Savannah. Either way, they can't save it because they won't have an idol. So one of them is toast.
Amanda Sam when she steals the idol with the knowledge of power, does she have to play at that same tribal?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then she just saves it and plays it at 5.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just takes it. They vote out one, and then she plays it at 5.
saves it and plays it at 5. Here's my question. So she saves it, plays it at 5. She's safe. What if Savannah wins immunity that round? Then she's got to vote out either Sage, Steve, Steven or Christina.
That's fine.
Yeah. Sage or Steven, either one.
Yeah, I mean that's
Mhm.
fine. I mean, no matter what, she needs to try and get
I
these
think
people
she's
out.
gonna vote out Steven because we had that bit of her talking with like of Sage and Sophie talking to each other and Sophie saying like I didn't realize until now like how much I need Sage in this game. Like I really need her to have my back. And we got the bit of Sage ain't believing it. She's not believing Sophie, but Sophie's got to try harder because for her to get really to believe that she's going to do it.
I
And
feel like she
Yeah.
does believe it though. Otherwise, I feel like she, unless Sage is just a bad player, but I'm trying to not call her. I'm trying to give her credit.
Yeah. I
I
think
feel
she's
like
solid enough
vote.
to know.
she's emotional. That's her problem right
Yeah,
now. She's emotional because her allies are leaving the game and she's worried.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I, I think there's a world where Sophie wins against anybody.
Me too.
But I think it'd be easier if it was not against Savannah and Rizzo.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, if she's able to turn the tides on them, I mean, how do you not give her the win? Like, I don't know how but like if she's sitting next to them, I can definitely see an argument to not vote her to win because on paper, she really hasn't done anything in the merge at all.
yeah.
Like, but be
But she's
almost
held this advantage the whole time to
sure. But
herself.
if you don't use it or do anything with it, who
But why would
cares?
she use it if she doesn't have to yet? You don't have to play advantages to be a good
I'm
player.
not saying you do, but I mean, if
We
I'm
learned this with Kyle. Would to not you don't have to make big flashy moves and strike just because it's that time in the merge. Like she hasn't had a reason because no one has targeted her.
He
No one
had a
has
fl-
said any huh?
he had flashy moves though. Kyle did.
yeah,
Kyle did have some flash moves, but he was also had times where he didn't do much either because that was the right move to do.
but
Yeah.
Sophie hasn't made any flashy
But
moves.
she hasn't
Right.
needed to either because she hasn't been targeted.
Okay, I'm
But I
not
think
saying
that's the difference between Kyle and
right. Yeah, Sophie can make zero flashy moves all game, but then I feel like she loses to Rizzo and Savannah.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, because we were at final 8-9, everybody's like, Joe's going to win the game. Joe's going to win the game. But Kyle made the right flashy move at the right time
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
took the power out of Joe and Eva's hands, which made Kyle look like the front runner.
and I can
That's what,
also like. I also feel like for Kyle, he was aware, which I don't know why the other viewers weren't, because I was, that the jury wasn't into Joe. They
No.
never were.
yeah,
But these people don't seem anti Rizzo at all
yeah,
to me.
that's true.
Like they
Yeah,
like Rizzo.
They
So
do.
so that's a totally different scenario when you're going up against someone that the jury does like versus someone that if they're making it clear they don't like.
yeah. Oh, we'll see. What we got into the immunity challenge. I know Steven won, but I don't even remember what it was. What was the challenge?
Spinning blocks, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had to
Oh yeah.
back them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that thing was dumb.
Yeah, not like literally didn't fall at all. His tower was completely leaning and still
Yeah,
stayed up. Um,
yeah,
which I don't think we'll see it again because Jeff said afterwards that he likes the original way better. This sucks.
yeah.
So
I mean, the
that's
fact
probably
that
going to be
I
one.
think one fell like
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
somebody else somewhere that wasn't
Out of
even
8 people, that's
This
or 7 people, that's nothing.
the spinning
Yeah.
meant absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything. And then it wasn't spinning when they went to place the block, so like it was completely irrelevant.
Yeah, true.
It was a pretty dumb challenge. It was just too easy. I mean, Steven's tower was built horribly and it still stayed alive. So like that tells me what are we doing?
So after the challenge, we see. Well, we don't really see this, but I'm thinking is basically Sophie doesn't want Rizzo to be the vote because of the idol and the fact that she knows where it's at. She knows she can steal it. To me, I wouldn't want Rizzo out and like that early. I think 6 is the perfect time to go for him now
Oh,
because
a
she
lot of
can get played
people
5.
a lot of people were saying that she made the wrong move and not turning it 7. 7 was the right move. And I don't agree at
Right.
all.
I don't know how that's the right move. Why do people think that?
Because even if she gets Rizzo and Savannah at 7 and 6, okay, who are they voting at 5?
Right.
Her.
The person who got them
that was
out.
my point. If she didn't have the idol and Savannah or Rizzo want immunity there, if the other
Yeah.
one's gone, is because like then who goes next? Like then she's got to turn on these people, and vote one of them out at 7. That's way too early to do that because there's way too many of them left to be able to turn right back on her.
Yeah.
So
And especially,
I think you're right. This round is really the right round to really do it. If she's not going to do it this round, then she's waited too long.
Yeah.
If she doesn't do it this round, she did it last round, then she would have went too early. So
Yeah.
literally right
this
now
is the moment.
And I think that she knows that, and that's why she's getting it prepped right now and
Yeah.
getting the seeds out there to be planted. Like, that she is willing to do this. Her problem now is she's got to convince Sage that she's serious. And unfortunately for her, like, her and Sage they're not on the same page like they were, because so much has happened and Sage is so emotional right now. Like, and Sophie has not been there for Sage. At least the edit hasn't shown that.
Yeah, but that
has
also
not been there for her in that way, because she's been aligned with Savannah and Rizzo.
Yeah, but that also means Sage isn't angry towards Sophie either, which is good, because we've seen once you're dead to Sage, you are dead to Sage. Like, she's not changing her mind.
No, she hasn't upset her, but the problem is that has happened now with so many people that Sage is going to have regard of, even with Sophie, with anybody, because she's afraid of it happening again. And so Sophie's challenge now is getting this emotional, upset player to take her seriously and think strategically and vote the way that she wants her to vote. And that's going to be hard to do.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to be a simple task for Sophie to do.
I think it is, because Sage, I don't think Sage wants anyone out right now other than Savannah.
Yeah.
What was the vote count? Was unanimous, right?
Yeah, 6-1.
Yeah, 6-1.
What's interesting is, how many votes did he read? Just like 4?
4, I think. Well, it would have been 5, because he would have had to read the one that.
No, it would have been 4.
Oh, okay.
Well, either way, if it was 5 or 6, Stephen could say that he lost his vote.
That is interesting.
And didn't get an advantage.
But he already claimed he did. But that is interesting.
Doesn't Jeff say, though, after, like, he reads the votes, that's all the votes?
Yeah, I'm sure he says, like, what the vote count was. Another thing that we probably don't see. But
I don't think so. I don't think they ever do that. I think I've read that before in the past, where they have no idea what the vote counts are.
Interesting.
But I think if there was only 5 votes total, even though he's only showing 5, I think he would say that's all the votes. I could be wrong, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's what he does if there's not enough votes and people are still expecting more.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's interesting, but yeah, I mean, Stephen could technically try and play that off.
It all depends on what Jeff said.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It'd be even better if he did it like beforehand, because then he wouldn't have to like change it. But you also don't know what the plan is when you come back from the journey either. So you can't really do that.
I mean, when he came back from the journey, the plan was him. So the plan wasn't Sophie until he won immunity. So like he had to play it up. But yeah.
Now I wish I would have jumped off and had a conversation with him the other day and tried to figure out.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It'll be interesting.
I was telling Bree that, like, when I was talking to Steven, because, like, I don't want Steven to win, you know what I mean? But, like, I didn't want to tell him that, obviously. And I was talking to him, I was like, man, I'm rooting for you. I hope you make it to the end. That's what I said. I was like, I hope you make it to the end.
Dang.
I don't want you to win, but
you can get there and lose.
Get there.
That's rough. He definitely picked up on that.
Probably.
Just kidding.
He said, thank you so much. You're welcome.
He was flying around that island for that journey.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was booking it.
I mean,
he beat the thing with plenty of time left.
I was wondering how much time was left. I wish I could find out.
It seemed like
a timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh well. Because like if it would have been a timer, I would have been interested to know, because the only other person that I see maybe getting close to doing that is Savannah.
I was about to say I definitely think Savannah would have beat it, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Rizzo couldn't even freaking walk down the beach in some flippers. There ain't no way he was gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Well, actually, I say that, but Sophie probably could have beat it too.
That's what I think if there was a good bit of time left, I think she could have. But if it was close, I don't think so.
Sophie with an E is who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see Soph, Sage, or Rizzo, or Christina. Obviously not.
Yeah.
Like You're telling me you have this challenge in mind, and you think Christina would have been able to? She would not even have tried. I feel like.
Yeah. It's I don't know how I feel about everybody just letting him do it. Um, my thought that I haven't really heard people talk about is the fact that there is an opportunity to lose your vote. And at the time when they were trying to figure out who was going, I mean, it seemed like they were kind of stuck on like a 3-4 situation,
Oh yeah, you're
and
right. You're right.
that a lost vote could be the reason why they didn't want to go.
That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
I mean, if if you're Rizzo, Savannah, or Soph,
you cannot lose your vote.
no, because
Yeah.
it's currently 4-3 with
Yeah.
Sophie. But if one of you loses your vote, now it's 3-3, and she's not going to Rocks for you guys. So now
Yeah.
one of you is going home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So I don't know. I mean, with Rizzo's challenge ability, you don't let him go. 'Cause he's
No.
gonna, I mean, you pretty much say, Savannah, it's on you.
Yeah,
Like-
are you doing it or not? Yeah, I mean,
What'd you
And I
guys?
don't know. I mean,
you
she
guys are
hasn't
ready to
seemed
go.
she hasn't
Just
seemed
try
like
it.
great at puzzles.
Yeah.
So if she thinks a puzzle's gonna be in it, then that's gonna go badly too.
yeah, that's interesting.
What did you guys think at Tribal when Christina and Savannah said they didn't like each other?
That was really interesting.
Yeah.
It was
I
like
mean-
And it seemed very one-sided because Savannah basically was like, I think we'd be cool if we were on the same tribe, and Christina was basically like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like you, like, at all.
I almost wonder if that's a setup for like Christina's not going to vote for Savannah at the end.
Oh no, y'all don't know this? That was planned.
Wait, what?
They planned that.
Really?
Yeah, that whole thing was like planned completely
Why?
to make it seem like they weren't voting Sophie, that they were going to target each other.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then that's suddenly like way less exciting now.
Yeah. Well, we also never saw them talk about voting Christina
no.
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Because, I
so
mean,
that's-
obviously that's who they were telling Yellow Sophie, but like we never
Yeah.
once saw it.
No.
So yeah, I mean it is less exciting because it's not like as drama as you would want it to be. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked that Christina had the like wits to do that.
I doubt she did. She probably was told to do it.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe so, but she still like had to agree to do it, and I mean,
Yeah.
she sold it. She acted it well.
She did. I mean, yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. So yeah, she sold me. I thought it
Yeah.
was legit.
Mm-mm. I think the video I was watching, I don't know if it was a cameo Savannah did or not, but she did say like Christina, she kind of went a little too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it felt
It
real.
felt real.
Like,
Yeah, definitely. That's why I brought it up.
especially since we already know that she doesn't like Savannah. Like she's been wanting Savannah out, so like
Yeah.
it made sense. Like, oh, she just doesn't like her.
Yeah. Oh well, now we're down to final 6,
Yeah,
and
I mean, fireworks are about to happen. One
Yeah.
way or another, something's
I was thinking
craziness is
it's
going.
going to be a fireball ending.
Yeah.
It just is going to. And with so many advantages left in the game, and we still got fire making coming up. I mean, like we're going to get finale episode next, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, I can literally see like anyone but Christina winning.
I don't want Sage to win.
I don't think
Really,
Sage,
I like Sage.
Sage would be in 5th on my list because I don't see the winner edit. I feel like it's just not there.
Yeah.
And Steven would be, I mean, I don't want him to win because I don't think he deserves it, but I do see the route where he does win.
Yeah.
So
That's how I feel.
I agree, but I like Sage more than Steven. That's my only different take. Is I like
You would
the
have
way that
Sage.
she's
You would
played.
have Sage 4th.
Mhm.
yeah.
Who's 1, 2, 3 in order?
For me, 1, 2, 3 in order would be, it would be Sophie with an I, or Rizzo, Savannah, Sage, Steven, Christina.
See, for me, it's Rizzo, Savannah, Soph. I feel like I had Soph above Savannah at one point, but she's just been really quiet in the merge. I feel like, whereas Rizzo and Savannah have been like the star focal points of every episode.
My order is Rizzo 1. We all have Rizzo 1.
No, she
No,
has
I
Rizzo
have
too.
Sophie.
Oh,
one.
you had Sophie 1. Okay, so
Yeah.
I have Rizzo, Sophie, Savannah. So we all have different orders. That's funny.
I have Savannah third too.
So
Yeah.
so we're overall we basically have an order of Rizzo, Sophie, Savannah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
If you
I'm,
combined
I
our
am. It's like Rizzo, like up here, and then Savannah, Sophie, like so close to each
Yes.
other.
Oh
See,
yeah.
I was telling him, so for me, it's like Sophie, and then Rizzo, and then down a little bit is Savannah, and then down a little bit is Sage, and then down
Yeah.
is Steven and Christina.
I'm with Tony's where it's like
yeah,
I have Rizzo way higher, and then Savannah and Soph are close.
yeah.
It's like two different games between Savannah and Sophie.
Yeah.
But I like both. So
I do
Yeah.
too. I like both too.
yeah.
I just like Rizzo's the most because I feel like he's the most masterclass player of them. I feel like his brain does not stop turning on strategy.
Yeah.
And he is constantly working angles like the whole game.
And he makes it fun. He
He
makes
does.
it fun for the audience.
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna like not respect that part of his game though. For some, like I don't
And
feel like they
hate
view
that
him as
because
smart.
they should.
Yeah.
They should. Like
Yeah.
he is a watered down new age Tony Blachos and the
Yeah.
style of playing.
Yeah. He's
He has nothing but time to build up his name
Yeah.
in Survivor.
I
Like
mean,
he's
he's-
gonna play again.
well, yeah.
Even after 50, he's
I
going to play
I
again.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely plays a reckless play style, but it's calculated recklessness.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, he's going up to Steven and saying, yeah, I know you have a steel vote. I mean, it is what it is. Cool. Like, congrats. Good job. Like, he's not like, so you want to talk about the advantage, you know, or anything like that. It's just like, you have it. Cool. Whatever. Like, now what? Like, what are you going to use it? Like, what are you going to do with it? Like, I don't know. He's
And they
definitely
said-
out there.
And they said it too on like Bryson Wendell. Like he shows all emotions
Oh,
for
yeah.
us on television. He cries. He's happy. He's energetic. He's
Joking.
down. You know, he does all of that for us and for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
audience. He is such an animated person that it just fits so well on television. It just fits so well on television. And honestly, like I don't see him playing anything else. I don't see him on like Amazing Race or Big Brother or Traitors or like
No.
he's got that young kid survivor player
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
him, and it just works so well, and it's working for him this season, and it makes everyone love him. Like
Yeah.
that's where he fits, and he's doing it well.
I agree. I love him. All right. Well, I don't have really anything else to talk about other than
Boot predictions.
um
I'm just hoping for Christina. It's probably not going to happen, but I'll say it.
that'd be wild. I think I'll just say Rizzo.
I think it's Rizzo too.
Really, I think Rizzo loses fire, so that's the only reason why I say that.
Savannah wins immunity. Soph takes Rizzo's idol, votes him out.
And he goes out with it. I bet he goes out so well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And that's like I was telling her this is like it's such an interesting thing in the game because like there are so many people that Sophie could do that to, and it would make her lose. But
Yeah.
Rizzo is the like one of those people that it would make her win.
Yeah.
Do you
Because
think
he would be a hype man instead of a
that's true?
A
Like-
bitter Betty.
right.
Is Savannah, if she doesn't win immunity, do you still think Rizzo's the vote?
No.
No, I think it'll be Savannah.
I think it'd be Savannah.
I don't know though. I just don't see Savannah or Rizzo going home next tribal. I don't know why, but I see one of them making it to the end and one of them losing fire.
I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. If Savannah doesn't win immunity, you steal the idol from Rizzo, get Savannah out, play the idol on yourself, get Rizzo out at 5 because he's not good at challenges. You don't have to worry about him winning.
Right. Yeah, that's why you ghosted for Savannah first,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. She's much better at challenges.
Yeah, I think that's Sophie's
The
best
only
route.
thing where I would be hesitant of going that route is you're now bringing Rizzo back to camp, and he's so good at manipulating,
Yeah.
and he could
Yeah.
somehow, I feel like, turn the tides in a different way somehow.
He's
Like
done it before.
I know that would be my one. I feel like he would have a better shot at doing that than Savannah would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Huh. Well, I hope I hope that's the way they do it. I'd rather see Rizzo try to manipulate them.
Yeah.
But all right, well, we're running out of time. Our expensive Zoom account that isn't expensive because we don't pay for it is about to run out. So time's almost up.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
bye y'all. Thanks for watching.
See y'all next episode.